Math 102, example 1.1.2. Here we'd like to use function notation. If you see that little f of x, that is our function notation. And when we use it to evaluate, that means we're going to substitute. So if I have f of 3, that means everywhere that I saw an x, I'm going to replace it with 3. Now I always put it in parentheses, 1 because it's good notation, but it's also going to help me for when I have negatives and expressions like I do later in this problem. 3 squared is 9, 5 times 3 is 15, and I still have the plus 2. And then 9 minus 15 plus 2 is negative 4. Let's use the same function, but now do f of negative 2. So once again, the notation means the same thing. Everywhere I see an x, let's replace it with a negative 2. Be careful, if you square a negative, it does turn positive. So we've got a positive 4 there. And then negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. And I've still got the 2. So adding up, I get 16 for my answer. What happens if you have an expression, f of a plus 1? Well, our first step looks pretty similar. Everywhere that I had an x, I replace it with an a plus 1. Now, if I square something, that means to multiply it by itself. So let me rewrite it like that so that we can FOIL. So foiling out, a times a is a squared, a times 1 is a, 1 times a is a, 1 times 1 is 1. Here, as I distribute, make sure to distribute the negative sign as well to get negative 5a minus 5, and then I still have plus 2. So, adding up like terms, I get a squared, a plus a minus 5a is minus 3a, and then 1 minus 5 plus 2 is minus 2. When we evaluate an expression, we do expect to get an answer, which is an expression. Let's do one more like that. Now I've got f of x minus 2. Yes, there is an x, but that notation means the same thing. So everywhere I see an x, I replace it with an x minus 2 in parentheses. And I've just scrolled up here so you have more space to write. So once again, to square means to multiply something by itself. So let's take a step and rewrite so that we can FOIL. X times x is x squared. Then I get minus 2x, another minus 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Again, as I distribute, I take the negative as well to get negative 5x plus 10, and I've still got the plus 2. So adding up like terms, I get x squared, negative 2x, minus 5x is minus 9x, and then 4 plus 10 plus 2 is plus 16. And there's my answer.